Mask versus Mask. I'm going to tell you right now, it's my match of the year. Was hanging on by every thread of storytelling they threw our way. And then we go on to Raw and lives in the Queen of the Ring tournament for no reason. And we're now on 17,861 day and counting of the Bloodline storyline. So we got a lot to talk about, good and bad. It's the Spandex Standups.
Triple AI is the best.
Triple AI. Oh my goodness. That was my event of the year so far. That was the match of the year. That was storytelling. It was one of those things where, of course, we knew who was behind the mask, and I still watched like I didn't know who was behind the mask.
Right.
It was great.
100%. I got real scared for a second. I was like, for a second, I literally thought they were going to give it to Chad Gable, and I was like, no.
Nah, yeah. And to find out Pete Dunne was the producer.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Give him everything. Let him and Bobby Roode produce everything.
Yeah, I don't think I've been so like caught up in a match before. All of it was great. Everyone coming out, just people showing up, the girlfriend with the ticket, like it was just all
the blind comedian that tied back into a previous storyline because Gable humiliated him.
Oh yeah, and of course Pimpinella showing up, I'm
hyped whenever Pimpy shows up.
Yeah, when Pimpinella shows up, I am here for it. That was just so great.
Let's get into some news up top real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes. Thoughts are up for Octagon Jr.
Yes.
He took a DDT off the top rope at the second taping of the AAA stuff down there, and he had to get stretchered to the back, so I'm hoping it's not a neck injury. They did release a statement saying he is going to be okay.
Yeah.
But he's going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
It didn't look like he tucked his head underneath enough to where it looked like his hit the mat, so you never want that.
He might just have a real big concussion.
I was watching this crazy thing. It was Jake the Snake's A&E biography, and he invented the DDT. He's the one that started it all. And, of course, the pioneers of it, they didn't know to protect themselves that well. So they were taking straight on DDTs to the top of the head in the ring. And he had a match with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and they wanted him to DDT him outside before they really took care of the outside area. So it was straight concrete.
Before they put padding down?
They had the tiniest of padding.
The oldest.
Mainly like foot grips.
The oldest gym mats.
Yes. And Jake the Snake remembered, he was like, I'm going to kill him. Like, if you want me to do that, I'll kill him. And they're like, nah, he'll be fine. And they said it took him a while to recover from that.
Quick question. Does DDT stand for anything?
No, he just thought it sounded really cool.
I mean, it does sound really cool.
Yeah, it was just a cool name.
That's fun.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was like, what does it stand for? Death drop.
Because it's still funny to me that RKO is just his initials.
Right. That's what I love about wrestling is first rule of wrestling. Remember I told you when you first started watching with me, first rule of wrestling, there are no rules.
I know, but you just never know sometimes.
No. It can always mean something, and it can always just not mean. Like, right. I love the CM Punk. What does that stand for? He doesn't know.
Cola Man Punk.
Ric Flair wants us to know. He is not suing his son.
We want to know.
And he's okay because Kid Rock's got his back.
Someone take his phone away. Delete all the social media apps off of his phone. Like, he can have his phone for emergencies because I think he's in a state of one. Delete all the apps off of his phone except for phone.
Phone. You get phone.
You get phone.
I would, if I'm Charlotte, I'm going in there and changing all of his passwords.
I'm taking your timeout to the next level.
Jeez Louise, man.
It's crazy.
Rick, we'll be all right, man. But it ain't looking that great.
Bruv.
Potentially more Vision members on the way.
Oh, good. We can hurt more of the roster.
Right. The cuss.
Great.
Dupree had a little segment there where she's like, get off my back. I'm going to date him if I want to date him, Dad. God.
I just wanted, is it like a honeypot situation where she's actually like...
What's funny is they showed a segment. I guess I missed it. I don't know if it was on Raw. I don't know if they showed it on socials or if someone just grabbed a screenshot. But Austin Theory was talking to Maxine, and Sol Ruca walked by, and he...
Ooh. With her new belt?
Yeah. Yeah, her new IC champ. All right, let's get into it. Match of the year. Mask versus Mask. AAA. Chad Gable unmasked. By all accounts, Ludwig is a hero.
Oh my gosh. One of the best matches. It probably is the best match I've ever watched.
The storytelling was there. There wasn't any big botches where you're like, oh, I wish that would have been better.
It was so
I mean,
great.
the only thing I was upset about is like, get that man a towel at the end of the match. Please get that man
Yeah.
Like, I wish they would have come in, like, and boxing the cut man comes in real quick. Like, just have that happen.
Yeah, like, what happened there? And, like, I felt bad for, like, his kids, like, having to stand there. Like, not that he got unmasked and that he lost, but that their dad is bleeding profusely from the come face.
Yeah.
So whatever happened there, like, I was fine watching the match. I had to get up and walk away once he took his mask off because I was like, that is too much blood for me.
He was still pouring blood off of his face. He had a good gash there.
That crosses my blood threshold.
You're not a deathmatch fan, and I love that about you because I'm not that big of a fan of it either.
No.
But it was everything great about pro wrestling. It was two non-luchadors giving respect to the art of lucha libre, the pageantry, the showmanship, the storytelling, the big payoff of a long storyline. It just had everything.
It was so perfect. And then the crowd just cheering so much for El Grande Americano and booing Original, and it was just...
Everything that you fell in love with, because I got her into Lucha Underground is what brought her into the wrestling world. So it's nice to see that still exists in the world.
Yeah,
and it's in a weird way. It's a WWE product. Like, hats off to Mr. Undertaker, who's leading the storytelling down there.
Okay.
Mark Calloway is the head booker, writer, whatever down there.
So Rey Mysterio is just the GM?
The on-screen GM. I think he's part of the writing team.
Yeah.
But he's the on-air GM.
Gotcha.
I mean, the Mask vs. Mask, obviously the talk of the match, but the Psycho Clowns broke up. That was fantastic. The War Raiders are the tag champs. That was awesome.
I was like, I guess if you need to work, go work.
Ray Phoenix won gold. So, a great event.
Yeah, the belts were moving.
Yeah, and we get part 2 on Saturday.
I'm so excited. Yes, that was an absolutely wonderful event. I am just obsessed with AAA.
They're putting SmackDown and Raw to shame with their hour on Saturdays.
Yeah. The 1 hour, and they just like create a whole entire world. And honestly, we've watched it when they don't have like Corey there translating or like commentating in English, I don't know if quotes or if I don't know if he's really there, but whatever. With Corey's not commentating, like, we can still understand the storyline like without speaking Spanish, or the little bit of Spanish we know. They do a great job of
conveying what they're saying without conveying what they're saying.
Yeah, so it's just such a great product, and I look forward to it every time it's on. I really do.
It's way more watched in this house combined than Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, I watch a lot of Raw and SmackDown by myself sometimes because you're like, okay.
Or just zone out and I'm just doing something else. But when AAA is on, I'm like, yes.
Well, you're not going to believe this, but that same hour that AAA gives us, where we get 4 matches in that hour, there was 4 matches on Raw.
Oh my gosh.
In the 3-hour spot. But, Sol Ruca is your new IC champion, so that's cool. It's her first title in the company. I hope they treat her like Penta, like fighting, like really introduce Sol Ruca to the audience by having matches every week.
Yeah, she needs to be a fighting champ, and I think she would be a fighting champ. Nothing about her says, oh, I have the belt, now I'm going to sit on the sidelines. So I'm really excited. I love her look. I love her outfits. I think they're so cool. I love all her colored extensions and everything. She's just dope as hell.
Yeah.
And she's a really good wrestler.
She's the first, like, cool woman wrestler since Lita, which I know a lot of her stuff is a nod to Lita, but she's the first, like, oh, she's cool. Like, I want to hang out with her. Like, all the other wrestlers are prestigious and this and that, but, like, Sol Ruca's cool.
Or they have egos about them, and she's just like, it's just like, I'm just good at wrestling, and I just want to come here and wrestle. Like, that's what it feels like her character gives off, which, I mean, hopefully that's also her as well. She seems like a very chill, relaxed person, so.
She seems like her character is not even that much of an exaggeration of herself.
Like, literally, she just changes her outfit, and she's like, all right, let's wrestle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, finally, and she nailed a crisp soul snatcher.
It was gorge.
Yeah. And I'm hoping this is an elevation for Becky Lynch, too. I need her back in the main event scene. Because she's maintained she's not in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
So I need her I need her against Liv. I need her with Stephanie Vaquer. I need Becky back in. She's done the bidding. She's elevated the IC title. She elevated the NXT title. She's had her many feuds. Let's get her back up to the top of the top.
It is crowded up there, though.
I know, but Becky is...
Becky is the top. Yeah, no, for sure.
She is the measuring stick. I still maintain she, right now, if everything was to end, the GOAT female wrestler.
Okay, yeah.
She's my GOAT.
Yeah,
she might not be everybody else's GOAT, but she's my GOAT.
No, I think that's a fair assessment. Becky is amazing. Her talent is insane. And she has stayed healthy, and then outside of her pregnancy, or not that it was unhealthy, but she wasn't out like as long as some people.
She continues to change her character to fit the time.
She updates her character. I mean, yes, I do still miss, and I will always say this, steampunk Becky. I love steampunk Becky. But just
she elevated steampunk Becky to Becky Two Belts to the man to now she's the best. She's not just she says it. Everyone says it. I'm saying it.
We're saying
Sports Illustrated says it. To change it to the Trump gimmick, like, come on, she's killing it.
It's great.
Not a fan of Brock getting that win over Obafemi. I don't understand. I know he took 7 F5s to finally beat him. I know they're now 1-1, and I know Brock is one of the most elevated superstars of all time and has been protected his entire career. It's just, to me personally, Oba lost a little bit of shine losing to Brock.
Why? I just don't understand why they brought him back. Like, he retired. That was great. Like, it was a great moment. It was a great why. Like, it hasn't even been 2 months. Like, since that, a few weeks since that happened. Like, it feels a very slap in the face because that was, like, there are a lot of people who really like Brock Lesnar as a wrestler, and that's your right. And people were very emotional about it. And to just, like, throw him a ton of cash and come back for 2 more matches, which, I mean, I guess that means the trilogy will end with Oba on top, and if it doesn't, I will legitimately start throwing hands.
People will be very, very upset if Brock came back to beat him 2-1.
I legitimately was just doing the Oba walk, like Drew was watching on Monday, because it was Italy, so it was early, and so I was grabbing some lunch, and I just started doing the walk as it came on. Walking through, I love him. He's amazing.
The question is, do they have the trilogy at SummerSlam, where I want them to have the trilogy? Brock Lesnar, Minnesota, it writes itself. Or do they sell out for Saudi Arabia and do it at Night of Champions?
I think they'll do it at Saudi Arabia.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah. Or is it only as Night of Champions, only going to be belts, and then...
As it should be, but that means it won't be.
Yeah.
Because they got so many champions. Like, legit, the Night of Champions was designed for every belt to be defended.
Right.
And I doubt we'll get that.
And why not?
I know. I mean, please, WWE, by all means, surprise me. Catch me off guard here.
Prove us wrong.
Make me eat some crow. Just don't see you doing it.
Don't you say that about the crows.
Sorry. Yeah, fighting some birds here. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, leaked that we might be getting Roman and Rock main eventing WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. And here's what I say. Let them have it.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, and we're going to get a watered-down WrestleMania, give it to them.
I mean, at least they finally requested wrestlers that were alive.
Yes. Word is they wanted Yokozuna to be the triple threat in that, though. No, I mean, we're still going with the bloodline story. You got to think at some point Rock, if this is what they want to do, if this is the route they're going, comes back and inserts himself. If that's with Solo's group, or there's enough Samoans, he could start his own group. Like Jacob is reluctantly part of the bloodline now. He lost tribal combat. He now has to follow Roman. So the bloodline is flourishing again.
I just think it's crazy. Like, I saw that tweet that, like, the bloodline has now been going on for this many days, which is now longer than, like, NWO. And I just do not feel, and maybe this is just all my personal bias, I do not feel the bloodline has been nearly as impactful as the NWO seemed to have been.
Yeah, but the end of the NWO, people were ready for it to die, too. We're like, my God, please kill this.
Well,
after the finger poke of doom, a lot of people lost interest.
No.
To me personally, I checked out the last little bit of the bloodline. Like after Sammy got out, I was like, I'm done.
When everyone stopped feeling oozy.
But Jacob having to serve Roman, knowing he's up next, knowing WWE's going to pull his card at some point for him to be the champion.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued again.
Yeah.
This is the most intrigued of it. But the only part where they lost me again is you put the spotlight on Solo. What was that crap? Where Solo came out and stood there, and then you had him take the big L against Oba on Monday. Are you building Solo back up to be a player in this, or you just...
He's got to fight somebody, I guess.
Like, I get it. I appreciate you putting Oba back on the winning ways. I thought that was dope, him coming out, knocking everyone out of the way, and then finishing his entrance. Spectacular. 10 out of 10.
That was funny.
You killed Solo again.
Yeah, unless like Solo starts getting like magical powers or something.
The only thing I can see is Tama Tonga's going to be like, man, you suck. And eventually try to take over or do his own thing.
Is that what it is? They all just leave or go back to Roman?
I don't think Tama goes to Roman. I think Tama... See, they're keeping that interesting Shinsuke side story with Tama. And now they've got Finn Balor got traded to SmackDown. And him and Tonga got hella history. They started Bullet Club together. So I don't know if they're going to lean on that at all. Or, like, that would be dope if Tama Tonga came out and was like, I got my own group.
Do you think that, like, on the Jacob side, like, Royce Keys gets brought in?
I mean, they've teased that for some reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, but he also has the Solo connection too. So I don't know how that pays out. I mean, if I'm a writer in the room, I maybe have Solo get kicked out of his own group.
Yeah.
And have Royce bring him back to reality a little bit, help him find his way. I think it could be something interesting, something different.
I'm into it.
Because you're just taking Solo's just taking L's out of L's, And then also on the complete flip side of that, they teased Roman Cody 3, too, So I love when they throw a bunch of stuff out and then we kind of got to see what actually comes to fruition. You know what I mean?
Panning for gold over here.
Yeah. But I'm very intrigued to see what path they land on.
Yeah. Well, they like to have multiple stories going on at the same time, which I guess is good.
They got me hooked. As much as I love talking trash, I'm going to watch it.
Because people keep getting hurt, so you got to be able to pivot and not just like pull a storyline out of thin air one day.
That's what I will. I don't want to jinx them, knock on wood, but I will give it to them. The bloodline stay healthy. You'll give them that. But like we alluded to, Jacob acknowledges his tribal chief. He throws up the ones. Roman sends Jay to go win the King of the Ring tournament. And win the other title. I thought that was pretty cool. He's like, there's two ends of the table. I need you on that other end. I thought that was pretty cool. Tells Big Jim he needs to do it alone.
Big Jim?
So this is a fun twist on the bloodline. Is they're here for the success. They're here to take over. But they're not going to do it by coming out and helping each other. Like he's got to win that title. He's got to win that match.
I mean, I am honestly, I hate a dirty match.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love, like, if it's going to, I just hate it. I hate that the Vision always comes out and helps their, like, I hate that. So I'm down for guys trying to align on some clean matches for a bit.
Right? And that's a new layer to Bloodline is like, no, we're dominant. But, like, I'm not going to help Roman win. We're not going to cheat to win. He's just going to go out and win.
You're each dominant.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that twist to it. And to be honest with you got me hook, line, and sinker for this King of the Ring tournament. I have a lot of questions about the Queen of the Ring, but we'll focus on the King real quick.
Yeah.
Because they got so many fun scenarios. So now Roman sent out Jay to go win Cody's title. And, him and Cody got hella history together.
Yeah.
You got Seth Rollins in it, wanting to go after Roman and get his title back that he technically never lost. And I've been waiting for a Seth Roman payoff.
Me too.
That's this. They're the two top guys.
I just want it to be Seth.
Of course, I'm a Seth guy all day. But I mean, they're teasing that for SummerSlam. So like, there's a lot like Finn Balor.
Yeah.
They said that he's gonna have a big year. That has not come to fruition yet. So we still got the other half of the year for them to prove us wrong on that.
I would love to see a Finn Balor resurgence minus the Judgment Day. I really did not care for him at all during that period. Like, and I started out a huge Finn Balor fan. Like, as soon as I saw him, and I was like, that dude is dope. Let's follow this. And then I was just like, the whole Judgment Day time, I was like, I don't like it. Go away.
They got him on SmackDown, so he gets a fresh start. He's away from the Judgment Day now.
Except for when the Demon comes out.
I do love the Demon. But I love that it's sporadic again,
Yes. Just don't tell me it's going to happen.
Right.
Don't tell me the Demon's coming. Won't be surprised.
Exactly. That was crap.
Yes.
But Oba got back on winning ways. He defeated Penta, Melo, and Solo. So he is the first to advance. I've seen a lot of people online not liking the Fatal 4-Ways. I like the Fatal 4-Ways. And then we get to a semifinal and it's 1-on-1.
I mean,
it spices it up a little bit.
It keeps it concise. And
you can have people in it and not take the L.
Right. You can have people that are just like get knocked out and they don't lose, but they don't move on. Like, so, it doesn't hurt. It hurts less credibility.
Solo.
Unless you're solo. And then you have no credibility and no one gives a shit about you.
Right. So Oba wins. He advances. We get some more matches next week. I'm pulling for Seth in this. I want a Seth Roman showdown. I do think the Jay Cody of it all is intriguing, but I don't think people are going to be happy if Jay wins this.
Yeah.
And then over on the Queen of the Ring.
But hasn't Cody won both of them? Or did he just win the first one? The King of the Ring.
He won one of them.
Okay.
And I think Gunther won another one.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Because they just recently brought it back for Night of Champions. That's the Night of Champions. Is the King and Queen of the Ring, which call it something else. Call it King of the Ring. Over on the Queen of the Ring, got a lot of questions. I'm happy EO advanced. I was really hoping Roxanne was going to go a little bit farther, though. So I hate that Roxanne. And I love Lash Legend, too. And they still have no clue what to do with Julia Gulia.
No idea what to do with blonde Julia Gulia. She looked really good in that blonde hair, though. Yeah.
But I'm glad EO won. She was the right call.
Yes.
I just wish Roxanne... I was kind of hoping for an EO-Roxanne final. Because those are two of my favorite going right now. I do want to see how Raquel falls into this. And Liv is pissing off the Judgment Day.
I do think there is a way that Roxy gets back into the tournament.
Do tell.
I think Roxy beats up Liv.
Ooh.
And takes her spot.
I would love that.
Gets tired of her and is just like, I'm tired of you. Beats her up, whatever, and then takes her spot on her night.
That would be great. Because why is the champion in the Queen of the Ring in the first place?
Why?
Because they're being stupid about this, and they're waiting on Stephanie. They don't want to move anything with Liv until they finish the Stephanie Vaquer storyline, and Stephanie Vaquer is just not ready to come back yet.
Yeah.
Pivot. We've all seen those makeshift feuds.
Yeah.
Just give her something. Great matches on Raw go a long way. I guess we get a great match in the Queen of the Ring.
I think they just get too set in their ways, and they're like, we can't move on. And I'm like, you only have, she has two storylines going on, and one is out on injury, and the other is within her own team. So you either got to, make that explode until Stephanie's back, and I think that's the perfect way to do it, is have Roxy just beat her up and take her spot in her round.
Or Raquel.
Raquel.
Her and Raquel could be battling this out right now. What are you holding on to the Judgment Day for?
Yeah.
Talk about the bloodline. Judgment Day's been around for quite some time, too.
It's had so many different members.
There's no original members left.
Yeah. There haven't been any.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley have had whole other careers since they left the Judgment Day.
Like multiple feuds with multiple. Like Rhea and Charlotte are friends again, y'all. Okay? Like
Edge is a champion in another promotion. I really am pushing for the Seth with King of the Ring. He did defeat Braun Breaker, so I think that was them ending, for now, the Seth Vision problems. We'll see if they continue. I don't know. I wish the Vision would go back to defending the Tag Team Championship. That would be great. I need the Street Profits to win those belts. But I think it comes down... hopefully it comes down to Seth versus Oba. And then Brock costs Oba, and then we get Roman Seth.
I like it.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
Okay.
Because they got to make Oba look strong here.
Yeah.
But Seth's your guy.
I love Seth. Seth and Becky are like couple goals. I mean, they share clothes, or at least jackets, y'all. Like, you can't tell me that they aren't sharing jackets.
Yeah, like, you wearing that tonight? I was going to wear it tonight.
Y'all can't tell me they're not.
Yeah. And then the last thing to talk about, I was talking about it a few weeks ago when two wrestlers that they protect ridiculously face off. Who gets the win? Mm-hmm. We had Gunther, we had Cody. Both have not taken a lot of losses the last little bit. And they chose Cody. They elevated Cody. I didn't think a title change was going to happen at Clash in Italy. But where do they go now?
Yeah, I was okay with it, though. I think Gunther's so strong on his own that he doesn't need to continually win the belt.
Right.
I don't think, like, with him, I don't necessarily equate good, like, wrestling with having the belt. Like, you don't have to have both for him. Like, or I guess elevated position because he has the belt only.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I'd love him and Ilya finishing their feud. Like you said, he doesn't need the belt.
Yeah.
They got way more interesting storylines to develop around Cody that, like, Gunther can just beat up people for a little bit.
Yeah. And he's going to have a chip on his shoulder because I didn't know this rule until you explained it to me. So I thought you had to be touching the rope.
Gunther technically did not lose. His foot was under the rope. They put it on top of the rope a lot of times to be dramatic.
Gotcha.
But the foot just has to break the plane. And
see, I did not know that. I was assuming it was like a whole like boundary touching, but I guess technically you would be touching the boundary. I mean, his foot was straight up off the mat, but so that was an interesting way to end that. I thought that was a great way to a ref screw up, essentially, was it ended. I'm very intrigued how they explain that on Friday. If I'm Gunther, I'm just destroying somebody until Nick Aldis comes and talks to me. Matt Cardona getting squashed. Oh, Matt Cardona getting beat up. Maybe Tozawa. Poor Tozawa. Gargano, if he ever gets up, I don't know. I don't know where that's going. Sammy and Gargano. Like, Gargano can't talk, so Sammy just vents to him. Yeah, but then he has started to move a little bit. I mean, wouldn't you? Like, oh, God, give me away. Very intriguing character was Sammy. He's being weird, and that's perfect for Sami Zayn. I dig it. Yeah. Put two weird dudes together for a little bit and a sassy little fairy. Yeah. And then I need some more Danhausen. Obviously, we're low on Danhausen the last little bit. I know he's doing his experiments, but he's the talk of the world. He uncursed the Knicks, and they went on this epic run. Like, play into that. 11-0 is what it... The best run in NBA history. That's insane. That's so funny. Like, they put him on merch. The Knicks did a collab and like with the WWE and put the Danhausen shirts. Like, they're printing money with Danhausen. We need to see him on our TV screens more. Yeah, for sure. I love him so much. It's always hilarious. It's so great. That'd be funny if they bring Corbin back. Human as Monies. Like Danhausen's Frankenstein. Yes, I have. Or Monster Frankenstein monster. Frankenstein's monster. I always get weird with that. I don't know. Danhausen's Frankenstein, I guess. Danhausen's Frankenstein's monster. Monsterhausen. Monsterhausen. That's a good name for Danhausen's Monsterhausen. Baron Corbinhausen. But anyway, I'm excited about it. I think they've laid a lot of interesting paths of things can be great. I'm not saying they're going to execute it all. I'm just saying things have potential, and I'm excited to see how they play out. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually, like, relatively like invested more than I normally am right now in these storylines. So doing a good job right now. There's obviously still some more things that they could tweak, but I guess that's what happens when you run $1 billion company.
Well, that's part of being a wrestling fan, is never being 100% satisfied with what's going on.
Oh my god!
You always got to have something you're upset about.
Well, because it
comes with the territory.
Because I always screw something up.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining this week. Thank you to my lovely co-host Laura Harrison, my better half. Hit that subscribe button. Check out all our great content. We got a history lesson, the Bella Twins, coming out next week, so get ready for that. All that and more. We'll see you next time.
Bye.